Welcome to Topstep Funded Trader Interview. I'm Eddie Horn, and today we've got Ian, one of our funded traders, not one of our newest funded traders, but one of our funded traders who has seen success on the side of the funded account. Now, before we start, I want to remind you, sharpen your pencils, make sure there's ink in your pen because Ian's going to share his journey with us. And I want to make sure that some of the knowledge he does share, you could be taking notes because it will benefit you down the road. So without further ado, let's bring on Ian. Ian, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you for having me, Eddie.
You know what? It's an honor to have you with us here today. I really appreciate the time you're taking out of your day and joining us and sharing the experience.
Yes, no, I'm look, it's a hell of an experience, let me tell you that.
It's a ride. It's a ride. It's a good
It's
ride.
been
Now,
a ride. It's been a ride.
Ian, tell us about yourself.
I'm actually from across the country, well, not country, from the across the world, from South Africa, and basically just enjoying life here.
Now, what got you interested in trading?
Well, I've always looked at the markets and just looked at, I love the fundamental of just the way markets go up and down, depending on whatever it is, if it's my decision or not. So I just loved looking at it. And then I decided, why not try and get into it?
Give it a shot. Give it a shot.
Yes,
Give it a
yes,
try. Now, when you first started, was this something that you were like, wow, this is out of my ballpark, or this is in my wheelhouse, or this is something that I want to conquer?
Oh no, I definitely first of all thought like this is definitely like out of my league. This is definitely I'm way in over my depth. But as a guy that loves challenges, I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna make it my depth.
All right, and you know what? That's part of it is accepting the challenge and doing the best you can. I mean, that's all you really can do is the best you can, and you did very well. So, um, very happy for you at that
Oh
point.
yes,
So,
I'm also very happy. I'm also super happy.
did you do any education, have any education training, or was this all on your own?
I didn't do actually courses or anything like that, but I did do research on my own. So going through a lot of online tutorials and online things, and everybody just telling me what they are doing, and then nothing of that worked for me at all. So then I just went on my own and just eventually figured it out.
Things that work for you, and I mean, there's a lot out there. And, some of us put a lot of it, maybe too much on our plates. And that's where the confusion starts, is it's just too much in front of us. And that's when we got to filter things out. What works for me? What works for me? So glad that you figured that out. Now, let me ask you, Ian, what are you trading right now?
So I'm trading the Nasdaq, the US, the basically the US Tech 100.
Okay. Why'd you pick that?
Love the volatility.
Okay. All right. Got to have
So
volatility. Got to have movements. I mean, that's part of trading.
exactly.
I know there's a question that a lot of those that are listening, knowing that you're in the funded account, want to ask, how long have you been with Top Step and how many combines have you had?
I've been in Topstep the whole of last year. So from the start of last year, and I actually had a few combines. Not gonna lie, had a few of them. Got my funnel traded first, and then I got so happy I lost the funnel traded instantly. So this is actually my second funnel trading as well.
Let me ask you, okay, you had one before. What uh, what happened to that one? What did you do that set you back?
So it was one of those days that I actually knew I shouldn't have traded, and then I said, you know what, I'm just going to trade it, and just it's I have to trade every day, and I have to do this, and I have to do this, and then it didn't work for me. And I didn't think straight at all, didn't put in any stop losses, didn't do just whatever I did to get the combine, I didn't do that. And then I instantly lost it. And it took me a while to get that consistency back again of um, basically getting into the funded trading again.
Right. It's like being in the minors, going up to the majors, and then getting sent back down again. I mean, it could blow your confidence, but like you said, you like challenges, and I think this is where, as a trader, we really start to focus and commit to getting back to where we were. You had that taste, and you did it, and you did it quite well. That would be one of your strengths. I would say you like that challenge. What do you think your strengths and weaknesses are?
So basically, one of my weaknesses, consistency. So I do struggle with that. I know it's something I can work on, but it is something I learned. In terms of the consistency, I've learned how to handle this weakness in order to not to be profitable in terms of my consistency that I don't have. Um, so another strength I have is logic thinking, if that makes sense what I'm saying.
It does.
So um, and before I do anything, I look first and then I go for it. So I don't just go for it anymore. Um, so basically looking at what's happening, seeing what I see, and based off what I see, then I put in my trade.
That's good management. Put your options down first, and see what options you do have. What opportunity do I have? Is there an opportunity? Is there an option? If not, then we don't trade. But if there is, we try to capitalize. Um, Ian, we've got a lot of traders out there, new traders, experienced traders, and so forth. What would be some words of wisdom that you would share with a new trader? New trader comes up and says, Ian, give me some wisdom.
I know a lot of people say like just go for it. And a lot of people say that don't trade with emotion. But for me, that's entirely not possible. Emotion is part of human beings. It's trading with the good emotions instead of with the bad emotions. So, as an example, if you trade with the good emotions, good means happy, and the bad emotions is your revenge trading, your all of those other trades. So what I would give as a note of wisdom to the people that wants to get into this is if you're not happy, don't trade. If you're yes, basically you just basically if you're not happy, then don't trade. Because the happiness is where profits come through.
It's a good point too. It's feeling good, and when you are happy and when you are positive, your senses open up, your focus. I mean, that's a big thing. And understanding that I need to have discipline, I need to have patience. And I tell you, emotions have sabotaged me so many times, um, that I could recognize when they're knocking at my door, and I don't answer anymore. It takes time, and I'm glad that you sort of conquered that. Now, let me ask you, Ian. Um, Being with Topstep here, we're very happy to have you. Has Topstep made you a better trader?
Solidly. Solid. It. It's how do I say it correctly? Like it made me learn of how to manage, if that makes sense. So how to manage my account, how to whatever I'm doing is how to manage all of the risks, and instead of losing those risks, being profitable out of it. Basically, managing whatever you've got, and not just in trading, but in life as well.
Right. It's managing my account, managing myself, and like you said, such is life. Um, you'll get through life a lot smoother if you've got plans, if you've got direction, and obviously you do, my friend. You do. What's one of the top step rules that helped you the most? And one of the rules that I would hope that you're going to take with you, even outside of Topstep, what rule would that be?
Basically the lot sizes, or the scaling options. Um, so one of those rules, always before I traded Topstep, I always went super high, and I basically did whatever lot size and whatever, like, I always went the highest possible, and then I blew my account constantly. And Topstep basically like showed me that there's these things that you can do in order to stop that. And I took that, and that's one of my own personal rules now as well. And but again, not just for the trading, but in life as well.
Wow. Okay. Adopted that. And um, uh, there are traders that have come back to Top Step after successfully getting through the funded account, getting their own personal account, and and thanking Top Step. I mean, some of these rules, you know, when we were trading, we wish we had some of these rules. So many traders are like, "Where were you guys 10 years ago? Where were you guys?" And it's like, um, they may seem hard, which they are. They are hard, but if you can adopt them and use them to your advantage, you're going to see that you're going to be more productive. You're going to trading is going to be a much smoother path. Not going to say easier, but you're going to understand things a lot more. And it's very well said. And um, something you got to take with you, such as life. Now, Ian, I want to thank you for being with us here, answering these questions and sharing your journey and getting funded, and not only funded but having a payout. And hopefully you spent it on some neat things, and neat things uh, are good to have. It's the payout. Now, possibly, um, and I know you're from South Africa, but you really didn't let us know. You got any hobbies, collections, sports, music?
Um, but I'm a gamer as well, so I do love and do play computer games, and basically just enjoying my tech life, and doing a lot of techie stuff, as well as um, living on a farm here, doing some plantations and planting and gardening. So yeah, I love that.
Awesome. All right. Um, almost end of our interview, but of course, I'd like to throw in that fun question uh, to our traders, our funded traders. Now, Ian, if you can time travel, when and where would you go?
So one thing that I would really love is going through to the medieval times. Um, so preferably on France's side because they won. But going through to the medieval times and cruising on those ships, and doing whatever they do on the ships over there. Learning how to trade, charting the maps, where everything that hasn't been discovered yet, helping discover that.
Well, life would be a complete adventure. Everything you do would be a complete adventure. What's next? So great answer. I like that. I probably would have said medieval times too. So I will knight you, Sir Ian, as long as you knight me, Sir Eddie.
Definitely, definitely.
Great. All right, Ian. Once again, man, all the best. I know it's late there in South Africa. Tell everybody we said hi from Top Step and all our traders. And once again, thank you very much for being with us here, my friend. All the best.
Thank you,
All
Eddie. I do appreciate it.
right. All right. For those that are watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, as everybody says. Until we meet again, I'm Eddie Horn. Stay focused, stay positive, trade well, and take care.